welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be a very special video because it's Halloween and I'm in my kitchen, which is a weird spot for me. Usually, this is my kitchen, by the way. Those of you who watch my vlog channel have probably already seen this like a million times. And yes, that is a dryer in the background. So today I'm going to make a really simple and kind of classic cupcake recipe, but I'm gonna give it a little bit of a twist. So everyone knows what dirt or graveyard cakes or little treats are, where you have like the chocolate pudding and then the Oreos on top and then the little gummy worms or the Milano cookies that say RIP, like tombstones. Classic, totally reminds me of my childhood, and it's super easy, but today we're going to make them into cupcakes. We have some red velvet cake mix. I'm making it straight out of the box because I don't have all of the ingredients, and there's apparently pudding in the mix, whatever the heck that means. I decided to go for red velvet because I figured like Halloween and like blood and like red, I don't know, I'm kind of weird. But you can use whatever one you want. Chocolate would obviously go really well, vanilla would be fine, just whatever is your favorite. I just went for like the most Halloween-y version. And then of course you'll need the things that the back of the box says you need. So mine says water, vegetable oil, and egg. And then for frosting, I suggest a darker chocolatey frosting. This is again a prepackaged one, and it is chocolate fudge. And I feel like milk chocolate would have tasted better, but I think the darker one would have been better. Oh, of course it's sealed, but yeah, prepackaged frosting, prepackaged cake, making it really easy here, people. And then for the top, we have Oreos. Yes, I already ripped into one, and it was a good time. And then gummy worms. These are the sour ones because I like sour ones, and to be honest, the grocery store was out of the regular ones. So obviously this is a really simple and extremely easy recipe, but a classic. So maybe if you're babysitting or you have kids or your nieces and nephews or any sort of children over, this is really good for them to help you with. Or if you're just really, really bad at cooking or baking, this is something that's super simple to throw together and bring to a party, and it looks semi-impressive. So because this is extremely simple, I decided to throw in a little twist, and I'm going to be making this entire recipe with these witch fingers. And let me make sure I still have 10, because I did already use these over the weekend. We played Cards Against Humanity, and I wore these for a short period of time. Let's just throw them on. Nail game on point. Oh boy. Sorry if my voice is raspy. Yes, Gaga. How am I supposed to fix my hair now?
You're just supposed to figure it out.
Today I also have with me a live studio audience member slash camera woman, Kelsey, who may come in to the video. Hello! And maybe she'll come in again and taste them on camera with me. So, let's start these cupcakes. So I'm taking a big bowl and I'm going to put my, oh, how am I gonna open this? I'm gonna put my cake mix in, which is just like a dry powder. Ugh. Oh, it doesn't even look red yet. I'll try not to cut my finger now. At least my nails match my lips. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of planned that. Uh-oh. It's just a little mess. Alright, so now I'm going to add the wet ingredients that are listed on the back of the box. So, I need 1 1/4 cups of water. Now it's turning red. That's kind of freaky. And 1/2 cup of vegetable oil. fingers are falling off. Oh! That last one! Pinky down! And we need 3 eggs. Oh, how am I supposed to crack eggs with these? What happens if I get a shell in? How am I supposed to get the shell out? Oh. Oh. Okay. Ooh. Get off. Fine, they're going over there. 1. The egg sank right to the bottom, so I have no idea if... Oh, it's so slippery. If I got a shell in there or not. It's really hard to crack eggs. Yes! Number 2. Oh! That was a good hit. Number 3! Alright, so I don't know if you can see, but it's starting to turn red, and it looks kind of cool. So, now we're just going to whisk everything together until it is fully combined and nice and smooth. Oh, I hope I don't lose a finger in this mixture. It's turning red! Look how red it is. It's like blood. Delicious. Alright, so now I'm going to take my cupcake trays, and I have 3 6 cupcake trays. Oh, how am I gonna open this? I'm going to take these super cute candy corn cupcake cases and line them. Oh, they're like aluminum. This is gonna take forever. No! How? Ugh. Gotcha, sucker. Spinach. Did I just get lipstick all over my face? I'm on a roll. Alright, 2.5 years later. Alright, so now what I'm going to do to make things a little bit easier is I'm going to take the little liquid measuring cup that I used earlier, and I'm going to dump part of the batter into it so it's really easy to pour into the cupcake tins, and hopefully that won't be super messy. Alright, so I'm going to try to fill them about 2/3 of the way full. Put them on the pan. Okay, so because my pan is metal, I already preheated my oven to 375 degrees. It says if you're using glass to do 350. I don't think that makes much of a difference, but who knows? I'm not a baker. So I'm gonna go ahead and put all 3 of these trays in the oven. It says for cupcakes to do 14 to 19 minutes, though because I have them a little fuller than the instruction says, I'm probably gonna do it closer to 19 minutes. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and set my timer for about 17 minutes, and then once that goes off, I'm gonna go ahead and check on them and make sure they're cooked all the way through, take them out, let them cool, and then start to frost them. Yeah, peace out. Alright, so 2 homework assignments and a second layer of red lipstick later. Our cupcakes are out of the oven and cooled. Because of Kelsey's expertise in cupcake baking, she said I should probably check on them after 14 minutes instead of, I think, 17 minutes I said, and they turned out perfectly. So I'm glad I didn't almost burn them. So I'm just going to pop these out and then start frosting them. Maybe if I just tip them over it would work. Oh, but then they're all gonna fall out. I also have a second live studio audience member now. Oh, come on.
This one is really dark.
Got it! This feels like I'm using a, those like arcade machine, like hook things where you have to like, and then you like try to pick up a toy. And some of these look really funky, I don't know why. They like grew up instead of out. Or they like grew to one side. Alright, so now I'm just, oh, my pinky's loose again. Now I'm just going to frost them with my Pillsbury Creamy Supreme Chocolate Fudge Frosting. So I'm just going to frost them with a knife. I'm going to do a pretty thin layer because I'm kind of weird and I don't really like frosting. But if you want to do like a whole swirly fancy mountain thingamajiggy, go ahead and go for it. But I'm just going to put on enough so that it lays pretty flat and it gives the Oreos, the crushed Oreos that we're going to put on top later, something to stick to. My fingers are falling off. Yes, yes, score, and my pinky fell off. The pinkies are just too small for these ones because they're all the same size. Okay, balancing. Make sure your cupcakes are cool before you start frosting them because it will melt and that is not going to be pretty. Oh my gosh, I almost dropped it on the floor. Alright, so I finished frosting all of my cupcakes and I just dropped something on my foot that was probably hanging onto my witch nail. Now I am going to take my Oreos and I'm going to crush them up and put them on the top. Alright, so I have a small plastic bag here that I'm having a really hard time getting open. There we go. And I really don't know how much I'm going to need. Oh. Get off! There we go. So I'm just gonna put as many as I can fit into the bag to start. And crush them up. So I think that's probably enough for now. I almost dropped that bag on my cupcakes. And now I'm just going to crush them up. This part's really fun because it gets out all your anger. Now, I accidentally grabbed the double stuffed. I would recommend for dirt recipes like this to use either like just go for like the plain old regular ones. Double stuff I think is going to have too much white showing through, which wouldn't make it like a real dirt. The blonde ones obviously are going to look more like sand than dirt. The special orange Halloween ones are going to have orange in them, which aren't going to look like dirt. So I say go for the original. And I accidentally got double stuffed. I don't know why. I think my brain just wanted it subconsciously. I was like, of course you want double stuff. Thank you, pasta sauce. You've done me well. Alright, so now I'm going to empty my bag of crushed Oreos into a bowl. It doesn't have to be a huge bowl, but I would suggest for it to be kind of deep because instead of me trying to like sprinkle it on top, which as you can imagine is probably not going to go super well, I'm just going to tip them over and stick them in and hopefully the frosting will actually just stick. Let's see how this works out. I'm just gonna take a cupcake, flip it over, and just stick it in the Oreos. And it came out with really huge chunks. Alright, so I'm gonna keep doing this, and then if I need any extra Oreos, I'm gonna pat them into the frosting a little bit too to help them stick. And if I need any extra Oreos, I'm just gonna do the same process where I stick, you know, however many fits in the bag and crush them up. Alright, so I finished covering all my frosted cupcakes with Oreo pieces. Some of them are a little more chunky, some of them are a little more fine, just because when you crush it up, the finer pieces settle to the bottom of the bowl. And I ended up using almost 2 rows of Oreos, not quite, but just about. So there is, if you make about this many, there's still some left over for you just to eat on your own. And now I'm going to top with my Sour Bite crawlers. And honestly, you can top this with whatever you want. Now I'm just going to, I feel like I'm using chopsticks. Now I'm just going to take a worm per each cupcake and just stick it on the top. I think that the regular non-sour gummy worms look better, but these are all that they had at the store. Whoa, that one took some yoga classes. And that is everything. These are my dirt red velvet cupcakes. They're super simple. I mean, I think they turned out pretty good for wearing these. So I'm ready to try one. Does anyone want to try one on camera with me?
There's so much cupcake. Okay, cheers. Mine's huge. I love red velvet. What did you put on top before?
Oreos and chocolate frosting.
It's really good. Well good.
Yep. So if you really suck at baking or suck at decorating, make these because it's super simple. Kelsey also made Halloween cookies, and Lexus is making regular cookies right now. So we're gonna all go into a sugar coma, and that'll be a lot of fun. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope these are fun and delicious for you to make, and I will see you next week. Bye! Thank you. You can sit down if you would like. Oh, you're actually gonna like be my little audience member?
I can clap too.
Okay. Okay. This is like awkward, like I don't film in front of people.
Learn.
Okay. I hope that's not gonna be in the background of the video.
Nothing is.
Okay. Does my voice sound weird?
No.
Okay. So what we have, first of all, is some, oh, I just shook the camera really hardcore. Halloween recipe. I keep knocking the camera.
Can I do a close-up?
Sure. I don't know if you can zoom while it's...
I can just move forward.
Oh, sure. Go for it.
Once you get them all on.
And that's how you do it. And then you get it on your fingers. Real and fake. No! Oh, I got it. This isn't gonna work, is it? Ah, it just popped into a different one. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh my gosh, it smells really good.